playing along at the raceway. We feature 2 pick 3s, a pair of high 5s, and a pair of pick 4s, all featured with a low 15% takeout. $5,000 guaranteed pools always on our pick 4 plays. Carryovers are offered on the super high 5 wager should the winning combination not sell, and we will hook you up with free programs, free selections, free live streaming video on our new upgraded website, westernfairdistrict.com. So once again, our guest on the pregame show is trainer Rachel Oenema. So you've got one in to go, race 7 today from post 6, top of the morning. I always had a few weeks to freshen up, but you meet up with a tough competitor in Cat 4. Nobody wants to face Cat 4.
I know. When I seen Cat 4 have the rail, I thought, I said, it's going to be tough to beat him tonight. I said, he's a classy old horse, 11 years old, and he's still winning races in 58. I mean, it's tough to beat. My guy, he's got a shoeing change tonight from aluminum to steel and a new driver. It could help. I put pads on him, so it should help with the harder tracks coming up. And he's a trip-dependent horse. He can race anyway, so if the stars align for him tonight, he might just be right there.
Yeah, give him a shot then. Number 6, top of the morning, race 7 for trainer Rachel Oenema. So you've had a recent feature in the Trot magazine. That's gone over well. Tell us about it.
It's got a lot of feedback. Basically, it's just a story about myself, Joe Bellino, and the Sorella family, and all our battles that we've all been facing. I mean, we've all faced cancer losses. My mom had it. Everybody's had it. I mean, I don't know many people that cancer hasn't touched. And basically what it was is how we all came together in a horse called They Call Me Gordy. He won his first start down here over Leamington with Tyler Borth on the bike. And just a great family story.
Sure thing.
A lot of great feedback on it.
Yeah, and as far as the fundraising goes, directed towards cancer, tell us about that Team Pink fundraiser.
Yeah, it's the concept of it is simple, really. I mean, in a couple weeks there's going to be a press release, but basically the point of it is anybody, any trainer or owner who is looking to nominate a horse can do so, and 1% of that horse's earnings from January to August will be donated to the 2016 CIBC Run for the Cure.
And they'll be part of Team Pink.
Yeah, right? You'll be part of Team Pink. There's a Facebook page, To the Moon. If you're on Facebook, you can hit it up. More information is going to be leaked out in the up-and-coming weeks. It's a great way for people to come together about cancer research. Last year, the goal was $5,000, and with the great horse racing community that we're in, we're thinking that we can beat $5,000 this year.
Yeah, so let's get that up there then, and enjoy that fundraiser, and best of luck to you and Lou.
Yeah,
Sorella,
thank you.
Big part of that, and we'll wish you both luck on that. Lou's been a great supporter here at the Raceway.
Oh,
he provides
for sure.
with our picks, right? The hashtag Lou knows. That is Lou Sorella, and Lou and Rachel work wonderful together. So again, Rachel, you've had this program in your hands for a few days. You've done your work on this, and I'm looking forward to your selections here. I've had a quick peek at them, but now it's time to get to it. Our horse players want to know. We're into race number 1, and who do you like in here, Rachel?
In the first race, I got to go with the 8 horse, Miss Princess Leah. She's been banging on the door lately. She's got the 8 hole tonight, and judging by her past post positions, it doesn't look like she's post position dependent. She's a come from behind horse. I mean, if she can get in behind one of these horses, suck along the inside, today might just be her day.
Yeah, she follows out a bit of speed there in the 1 in 10 to please. So 8, 1, 6, and maybe the 3 for an idea there in race 1 for Rachel. Over into race number 2 there, you're going to the center of the gate there. Alfie Carroll, this one stepped up last time.
Yeah,
the 5,
she did for sure. I think she's a 2-year-old ponder filly, and I think she might just be kind of putting things together. I mean, it's really tough to doubt Bob McIntosh and Alfie Carroll. They've won countless races over this oval. I mean, it was tough. I really like Lady Magic. She's a family friend's horse. She can leave like a rocket. But I mean, with post 7, sometimes it's tough. Young horses, young maidens, you never know. So I had to go up your game.
Yeah, we've talked about this before the show, though, how some horses, they don't take to the track at Flamborough, but they might take to it here. Same thing. They might not take to it here, but go up to Flamborough,
There's horses that'll race here, and they're no good here, and they'll just absolutely dominate in Woodbine. There's horses that are not as good here, but are better over tracks like Leamington. So
the 5 up your game. That was her first time over London, and she liked it.
For sure. So, I mean, she's got miles over Grand River, Flamborough, first time at London. I mean, I think this filly has some potential in her future.
All right. We've had lots of maritime shippers coming in here in recent weeks, and you've gone to another one here in the 3rd race. Number 2, Suicide Ship is coming in from Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island.
Yeah, it's I like this horse, Robert Shepard and Isabel Darvaux. It's very hard to doubt them too. There's a 343 average there. You can't overlook that.
Shep had the triple last night,
Yeah,
driving
for
triple.
sure. So, I mean, first start for them, definitely. I think she'll be on her A game tonight. I mean, the other one that I like, number 7, I'll Stay Here. Nice trotter. He had 4 in a row there, 59 over Flamborough.
Good mile.
For a trotter, claimed 10 claimers for 50,000. Like, that's a pretty big mile. But, I mean, with the 7 hole out here, it is tough sometimes, so I had to stick with Suicide Ship.
Right on. She's going with the 2, 7, 4, and 8 in the third. Fourth race kicks off. The early pick 4. Here's another maritime shipper coming in from Truro, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, they're all coming from out east.
Yeah.
This is LOL Hanover. She's got a trainer change to Andy Hardy. She shows that her last 2 starts, she win both of them. She come home in 29 and 4. Last start out November 1st over Truro, which I assume is a track kind of like Leamington's. 59 and 4 over there. It's
Good.
pretty big mile. Come home in 29. Her last 2 wins were on the front end, and tonight she draws the rail. So, I mean, there's no better way of getting to the front than with the rail. So.
Kind of liking your second choice in there for the exactor 2, number 8, Miss Plastic.
Yeah, I like her too. Yeah, that was my thinking too. If she can get behind the LOL Hanover, you never know. She can pull the pocket and go on by. And Greystone Lady Moth, I like her too. She's a half-sister to Greystone Lady Light. I mean, if she follows in her sister's footsteps, she'll be a heck of a mare when she gets older.
Right on. 1864, her top 4 in the fourth. Over into race number 5, and what do you see happening here?
Yeah, this one here, I struggled a little bit with this one. I mean, I like Squeeze This. I think she's definitely going to be a big contender for sure. But I see Can't Stop. I mean, everybody loves the whole Mohawk dropping down to a B track.
Right.
Everybody loves that. They're always at low odds when you get one of those. I mean, teams up with one of the top drivers here, Bob McClare and Tom Ham, one of the top trainers.
You do got to respect the Mohawk and Woodbine shippers.
For sure. And I mean, she shows some big miles, 55, 55, 56 over Mohawk. She's had a bit of a break and comes off a good qualifier, come home in 28 and 3 over London. Not something you see every day, so you got to respect that qualifier.
Right. Coming off a decent qualifier, she looks good to go 5, 1, 8, and 3. Selections there for Rachel in the 5th. Over into race number 6. I saw this one as a bit of a wide open.
Yeah, it was tough too. I'm glad you hit the all button in this one because this one was a tough one for me too.
Right.
But I got to pick one, and I picked number 6, Just a Little Luck. He teams up with his regular driver, Tyler Borth, the London regular.
He needs Zag in him.
I know.
He's better than he's showing,
that's what I mean. Yep. I mean, I watched this horse a few months ago, win in 52, and just go an absolute monster trip over Mohawk, Woodbine. I mean, 9 years old. Winning 52 when you're 9 years old, that means you got some back class. I mean, with this Monster-in-Law, always been a fan of Monster-in-Law.
There's some back class.
He is always right there, especially over this track. He loves his London Oval. I mean, I don't think he's better than Just a Little Luck, and I think the way these horses are, it doesn't look like there's too much front-end speed. He just might be able to make front. If not, I know he can come from behind.
All right, number 6, Just a Little Luck. Rachel's top selection there in race number 6. Over into the 7. This is a high 5 play. And this is where you're at with the 6th top of the morning. You're going to be in with a shot, but a tough customer in the 1
It's tough for sure. I mean, Cat 4, he just won his last start on the front end out of the 6th hole, which is what I have tonight. He come home in 29 and 3, pacing 58 and 1. He's 11 years old. With the rail tonight, horses love the rail.
Yeah, he's probably going to control things.
If I can get in behind him, I'd be totally cool with that. If not, I mean, Comeback Matt, he's a horse. He never seems to draw good, but yet he's always right there. He won his last start in 58 and 2 also out of the 9 hole. And I mean, if he can win out of the 9 hole over London, that's pretty respectable.
Right.
Major Nager, he's a classy old horse as well. I mean, you gotta like him.
He's in for a trip.
Yeah, and I like my guy too. I mean, they're 5 claimers. It's tough to say that one is the absolute
Those could be the 4.
Horse.
Those could be the 4, maybe to work in that super high 5. The 1, 6, 7, and 8 in that 7th race. Over into the 8th race, this was the start, the late pick 4. You're looking towards the inside there for Spar.
Yeah, I picked Rob Sparling and Lori Bacot. They team up here with Bridge on the Quai. I like her. She's got the rail tonight. She shows having a 3-hole a couple starts ago on the rail, 1 start ago, and she can leave great. Frilly Thong, she's also in there. She
road trouble last time.
Yeah, that was a brutal trip she had. She was parked out of the 7-hole, and I mean, when you get parked and stung like that, your chances of finishing aren't really that great. But I mean, I like her again. this is one of those classes where you can almost hit the all button. Edna Laurel,
I'm with you on that.
Northern Illusion, second start for Barry Train. Edna Laurel, she's always been a dominant horse around this track. I mean,
10-1 in the morning line.
I was surprised at that one.
Yeah.
I thought that one might be a little bit, if you're looking for a long shot, that might be it.
One to look towards.
Yeah.
Then over in the race number 9, one that you used to work closely with here, right?
I took care of this horse, actually. I was his groom in his 2-year-old year.
Number 3, Regal Babe.
Yep. Don Lindsay's has him now, and he's done an absolute phenomenal job with him. And I look to see him go a big mile tonight. He's just coming back from the States.
He's a track record holder here at a 2-year-old, 54 and change. Over in the 10th race, 1 and 2, 2-1 on the inside. You got to look towards the inside, right?
It's tough. Nim, he went an absolute monster mile last week, or last start out on the front end. I mean, go to Helsinki. He has always been a dominant horse over London Oval. Last winter, he always was right there, always in the top 3. Even yet this season, he's still always in the top 3. He's got last 3 starts. He's got 2 wins and a second. I mean, I think it's going to be between him and Nim. Sure
thing. 1-2 in the 10th, 2-1. Over into the 11th, you're looking towards the inside once again. Little Turk.
Yeah, this was a tough one too. This is the same class that I'm in. I struggled with this one too. It was between Charmbro Orbit and Little Turk, and I figured whoever makes front in this race is going to be the one that I think will win the race. I mean, Little Turk, he doesn't show any front end lines. I mean, with the rail, there's always capable of making the front. There's horses that can't leave, that can leave with the rail. Charmbro Orbit, he does show gate speed, just doesn't show the strongest last quarters. But I think if he makes front end, Nick Stewart, he's a top driver here, he can give him a rateable mile. I think he might be right there.
There's your high five in the finale. There is Rachel Oenema with her selections and thoughts to help out our horse players today. Go-to wagers. They're always the pick 4s and the super high fives here. If you want to check out our average pool sizes and average payouts on these wagers, we're going to bring those graphics up for the average pool size for the pick 4 through the month of November, over $8,000, well over $8,000 for our high fives. And check out these 20-cent average payouts. These are 20-cent average payouts on our pick 4 is $200. The super high five, over $1,300. So, yeah, those are the go-to wagers and well worth looking at. Recapping some selections here, pick 3s, pick 4s. We'll quickly do that. Bring up the pick 3 from race number 1. We now feature a pair of pick 3s. Early pick 3, the first 3 races. Late pick 3, the final 3 races. Quickly, our 20 center there, looking at it, 360. The early pick 4 kicking off in race number 4. I'm hitting the all button, race number 6. Me and Rachel, we're both liking that all button in there. It's wide open. 20 center is 960. My late pick 4, I'm going to go 6 deep in the first leg, 5 deep in the last leg, and going to hit the middle legs up with 2 horses in each race. My 20 center, $24 even. Going to get set to bring in the camera. Any shout-outs right now, Rachel?
Yeah, I got to give a couple. Joe Bolino and his family. Joe Bolino's got to be one of the most
big supporter of the Team Pink thing,
too,
right?
One of the nicest people I've ever met in my whole lifetime. He's done absolutely mind-boggling things for me in my career as a horse trainer. And the Sorella family, another family, they're like my second parents. They've done absolutely extraordinary things for me in getting me started. My mom and dad, without them, I wouldn't have anything either. The Christoforou family, they've done absolute remarkable things for me as well. And all my friends and my other family, Amy O'Toole and specifically.
Yeah, you've got a good following in racing, and all the best to you, and thanks so much for joining us on this pregame.
Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to be here.
Cameraman, what do you got going on tonight? Cameraman is going to chase after Squeeze This from the rail in race number 5. I'm kind of liking that one, too. I think that one's kind of sitting on a win. Sparrow's got the rail to work with in there. You like him for a top 2 finish?
Yep, I picked her in there for sure. I mean, I think it'll definitely come between Can't Stop and Squeeze This. I mean, we'll see tonight. There's nights when front-end speed holds up really great here, and there's nights when the track's tiring and front-end speed doesn't hold up so well. So
all right,
it's all going to depend.
Survivor Tuesdays, too, as well today. It's free to play online or on track. Record number of entries in this last week. You still have time to get in. Just enter online prior to race number 1. If you're with us on track, sign up at Guest Services today. Brought to you by HBI Bet. Closing boards. We can do that. Check us out on our website at westernfairdistrict.com. Looks great. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And some contact information if you'd like to send along an email or direct messages via Twitter. Hook me up there on Twitter tonight. I'll be talking to horses all night long. I'm at Sugar Doyle. Thanks so much for joining us for the pregame. Best of luck tonight. 6:15 the start time.